Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, not good night. Welcome back to my channel, Being the Missus. It is so good to have you tune in with me again and watching my videos. But before I get into this video, I would love to say a very big thank you to those who have subscribed and joined the Being the Missus family. Yeah, it's just you and I in this family, so a small but very mighty family. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are keeping safe. We are just about to go back into lockdown, or by the time this video is released we would have already gone back into lockdown. But regardless of whatever situation is happening, I hope you guys are doing very well and keeping safe. Don't worry, the light at the end of the tunnel is soon approaching. So yeah, so let's get into the video. I wanted to introduce you guys to a series that I have titled Dear Temi. I'm Temi, if you don't know. You do know, I know you guys know. But I'm Temi. So my series is called Dear Temi, and it is basically me talking to Temi the past, the young Temi, Temi the present, who I am today, and Temi the future. Now, what does this mean? When I started this channel, I let you guys know that I wanted to, help everyone who is my age, navigate life, whether that's in marriage, raising a family, being a woman, being black, living in this day and age, and stuff like that. So this is Temi. Temi is somebody that I can relate to. I'm speaking to myself, but obviously I know that some of the information I'd share would be very helpful to the different ages of my subscribers. That is who Temi is. Yes, I think I've covered that. And that is that. So without further ado, I want to dive right into Dear Temi episode 1, No Vision, No Future. And I know I'm going right in. I'm not messing about. I've brought like a topic that is gonna be a little bit touchy for a lot of people, but we have to speak on it, okay? No vision, no future. No vision, no future. What does this mean? Can you imagine? Now I'm gonna lay back for this because I'm trying to paint a picture. But can you imagine if you were a taxi driver and you were driving down the streets of London in your black cab? I don't know if, I think in New York they have yellow cabs, if that's what they're even called. Regardless, in your black cab or in your Uber, in your Addison Lee, is that what they're called? Anyway, yes, driving down the road in your black cab, and then you see somebody who is, trying to get your attention, trying to get a ride. And so you pull up next to the person and then you ask them, where to, love? And they're like, I don't know. And you're like, okay, do you know the station, or do you know whether it's north, south, east London, west London? Where are you trying to get to? And they tell you, I actually don't know. And you're like, you probably ask them, okay, so do you want a lift somewhere? And they will tell you, yes, I want to lift somewhere, but I just don't know where I'm going. And I can't tell you whether it's a north, south, east or west. I can't tell you any landmarks, whether it's close to Tower Bridge, London Bridge, London Eye. I can't tell you any stations. I can't tell you the color of houses on the streets that I'm trying to go. I can't really tell you any information, but I want you to pick me up and give me a lift. Now, as the taxi driver, you're gonna be like, all right, this is a bit of a dodgy one. Shall I wind up my window? Shall I drive off? Because clearly this person is not so serious, or not serious at all. You're gonna think it's a joke, right? So let's just say, for example's sake, you decide to pick up the person and take them, give them a lift, right? You're gonna find that this journey has no sense of direction. You don't know where you're going. You might end up wasting time. You will end up wasting time. You will end up wasting fuel. You will end up wasting money. Well, the person would end up wasting money, and it's just going to be a little bit of a dodgy trip, because maybe as you're driving, they'll be like, oh, McDonald's, let me stop at McDonald's, let me get something. And you drive off, oh, KFC, let me stop at KFC, let me get something. And you drive off, oh, shopping, I want to go shopping for a bit, let me stop over and and buy one or two things. And for you as the taxi driver, you're going to be a little bit, you know, a little bit annoyed at everything that's going on, because you thought it was just going to be a smooth journey, and so on. But it's got many loopholes. It's like this one minute, it's like that the other minute. So what am I trying to get to? I'm trying to say that a lack of vision would cause almost a disruption in the way things go. And you end up and you look back and you said, okay, I've been driving around for the past 1 hour and I haven't done anything, I haven't accomplished anything. Or I'm 25 years old and I haven't, what have I done? Or, you know, it's been 5 years since blah, 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 blah. And actually, I'm not where I thought I could be. So what's the lesson we can learn? Let's reverse. Let's put this cab in a you can tell I don't drive an automatic car, to a stop, to neutral. Let's put this car to a halt. That's not even the correct English, but let's stop the car. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's stop the car and let's just review what is a vision. I think that when people hear a vision, what they hear is vision boards, and that's completely okay. That's correct. If you're thinking a vision and you think of a vision board, that's correct. That is just one way to, that's just one tool. A vision board is just a tool to help you articulate your vision. I hope that makes sense, to bring your vision to life almost. So before we get to vision boards, or before we even address that, a vision is simply what you see when you close your eyes and you think of the most ideal situation. Now, what does this mean? It could be, I don't want to call it a perfect picture, but it is something that you see when there are no limitations, and so on. So for a lot of people, this can be, you know, their vision for the next year, for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, and so on. And it doesn't have to be perfect. When you think about your vision, it won't be perfect. Why? Because Temi of age 20, I'm not even 25, yeah, I'm 26. I don't know why I keep saying 25. Temi of age 26 is not the Temi of age 27, is not the Temi of 28. That's because I am growing and you are growing. You are learning new things, you are learning new skills, you are developing yourself, so therefore your dreams develop. So let me give you an example. You go to the shop as a kid and you say, I want an ice cream, I want a pink ice cream. That's it, that's all you care about. By the time you're a teenager, you can say, I want a pink ice cream with a little bit of sprinkles on there. By the time you're an adult, you would say, I want a lactose-free, almond only, coconut only ice cream, pink ice cream with sprinkles and a chocolate stick that would not give me any calories or would not add to my calorie intake, you know? So as you're growing, you're learning new things, and those things would help add or modify to your vision or to where you see yourself. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. So and another thing about visions is that you don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know where you would be in 10 years. It's completely fine if you don't. Nobody is expecting you to, you know, one day just sit down and at a drop of a hat you know everything. It wouldn't happen like that. It may not happen like that, and don't be put off it if it doesn't happen like that. But what you want to do is you want to start with something that you like, something that you enjoy, something that comes easy, comes natural for you. So earlier on, I spoke about vision and vision boards, and I said that it is actually a tool to help articulate your vision. That is what a vision boards are. It's you putting your ideal picture down on paper, and it serves as a reminder and as motivation, because every morning when you wake up, you see your vision board. Now, there are two ways of using your vision board. I'm digressing, but come along with me. Let's do this together. There are two ways of using your vision board. The first way is that you can do your vision board, stick it on your wall, stick it in your office, stick it in your wardrobe door or whatever, and you can leave it alone and come back to it in a year's. Maybe some things would have happened, maybe some things wouldn't have happened, and so on. There is no pressure that way. The second way you can use your vision board is that you put it again in those places I've mentioned, in your bedroom, on your ceiling. So as soon as you wake up, you open your eyes, it's right there. In your bathroom, wherever you want to put your vision board, you can put it there, and you can use that to motivate you to begin working on some of your goals. So I'll give you an example. My vision and this is me putting it out there, my vision, Lord, is to have the Audi RS Q8. Now I could just put it out there. I can print off the picture of the car, stick it on my wall, and I'm good. I'll forget about it. Now I could then say that, you know what, this beautiful car, Audi RS Q8, Audi, I want to begin to work towards it. So what I'll do is that I'll put some goals into place to make sure that I can achieve it. So your goals could be short-term, long-term, short-term, middle, or long-term. It could be that I need to first learn how to drive. That would be the first thing. I need to, you know how to look after a car, stuff like that. So little goals that will help you get to that vision. I know this might not be the best example, but it's what I can think of now. So that by the time that you can also say that I need to learn to save up for, not learn to save up, but I need to save up for my car, and I need to meet a certain target of money each month or each year or whatever, so that I'm working on what is on my vision board. I'm actively working on it. I'm not just wishing and hoping. Whichever way you decide to use your vision board, that is completely up to you. Whether it's a reminder, whether it's a motivation, whether it's, like a little come on, get out of bed, you need to do this, you need to do that, that's completely up to you. Vision will help give you a sense of direction. Now there are a few categories that you can split up your vision into to help you build this idea, this perfect picture, this ideal picture, right? Some categories that if you could split if you could build a picture around these categories, it would help you with your overall ideal, you know, vision, your dream, your, you know, summary. So the first one is spiritual. So spiritually, what would you like to do? For you, it could be, you know, get closer to God. It could be you want to build a church. It could be you want to become a pastor. You want to sing in the choir. You want to, anything around that spiritual side. You set that and you jot it down. And please, with all of these things, with your vision, with anything that you want to do pertaining to the future, it is important that you write it down. And you know, like I've mentioned, the vision board is one way of putting that down, but you can write it down with words. You can do a vision board. Make sure it is down on physical paper. Okay, a lot of people put this on their desktop as a background, but make sure it is down, it is written out. It's not in your head is what I'm trying to say. Make sure it's not in your head. Sorry, I'm getting so close to the camera. So yeah, so that's spiritual. Category 1 is spiritual. The next thing is finances. Where do you want to be with your finances? Do you want to be earning a 6-figure salary? Do you want to be able to buy things on choice and not by budget? So that means, oh, I don't want to get this thing because it's black and not white, or it's yellow and not green. That's choice. That's not budget. You can't say, oh, this thing is £500, so I can't get it. That's not, you know, the way you want to do it. The next thing is fun and recreation. Is it that you want to travel around the world before you're 35? Do you want to learn how to play volleyball? What do you want to do for fun? What do you want to do for recreation? Stuff like that. You can also think about your business and career. Where do you want to be? Health and fitness. Where do you want to be? Do you want that body, that summer body that you have been talking about for the past 8 years? Is it time to get it? I think it is. Put it down. Is it family and friends? Maybe there's somebody you want to reconcile with. Maybe you have a specific dream on how you would love for your family to look like in the next couple of years. Relationships and romance, that one speaks for itself. What are your thoughts? What are your visions? What are your ideas? What do you want it to look like? So that's how many. I think I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last one is personal development. Personal development is how you want, the skills you personally want to learn, what you want to do. Do you want to read a book every day? Do you want to not every day, 1 book a week? Challenge yourself. Is there other things that you would love to do to help improve who you are? It could even be mental health as well. That is so important, and sometimes we really neglect that. So that's it. This was a super short video because I could go on and on and on and on and on about this topic, okay? But I just wanted to put that idea out there. For my single audience, make sure that you have a vision for your life. You know exactly who you are and where you want to be and where you are going. I believe this is very important because I see a lot of examples where people get with people and they both do not have a vision. And for me, it's a very easy way to get distracted. Should we call it that? It's an easy way to get distracted. So somebody, let me just use the example of a girl who knows who she is, where she is going, how she wants to get there, cannot be distracted by a guy who does not have a clue. And vice versa. It's the same the other way around. So when you know who you are, when you know where you're going, when you know who you want to be, you would attract people of that same caliber. I believe so. I really believe in the law of attraction. So I believe that you would attract people of the same caliber, and it will even be easier for you to navigate your relationship life, because when people come in who are not in accordance to your vision, it's easy for you to identify that and then decide to go ahead or decide not to go ahead, because you know where you're going to. You know if he or she fits into your road to wherever you're going to. I don't know if you guys can hear the fireworks, but yeah, it's fireworks night tonight, or Guy Fawkes nights. But thank you for tuning in. Do comment down below if you found anything useful, or let me know if you want me to dig deeper into this subject, or if you want me to talk a little bit about something within the subject but elaborate. I would love to hear from you. I would love to know how this video has impacted you, and I would love to get to know you as well. So make sure you comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe and share it with your girls, with your guys, with your friends, with your mama, with your papa, with everybody. I'm just messing around with you. But do have a lovely rest of the day. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. See ya.